6:10 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. It should be 7:40 p.m. in India. Today is 6th of September 2025. And our topic of discussion today is abundance and sanity amid chaos. And session number 260. So this is based on the questions posted by Bonnie. Bonnie, you are here? Yeah. Okay, I can see you. So Bonnie, you have to read the questions one by one. Then I will answer them. Okay?
Okay, Rasdipta.
All right. So go ahead with your, initial question, or if you want to say a few lines before, you are welcome.
Actually, I'm faced with many different situations through which I feel that specifically these 2 years and this year is a chaos everywhere. And my question continuously comes in my mind that whether really humanity will take over the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Should we move in the path which is the truth? But when we move in the path of truth in our world, external world, then what happens is we are faced with more difficult situations.
Mm-hmm.
So in that situation, what will be our pathway?
Mm-hmm.
So, and also the first question which goes that do the 2 eclipses in this month?
Okay. Before you go to Bonnie, before you go to the questions, as you have given the background of your questions, let me give you the overall understanding first. Then we'll go into the specific questions. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah? All right. Okay. What is happening in this world is we are, as a humanity, we are in the cusp between 2 eras. Okay. We have one era has changed from one to the another. And each era has its own features. Okay, I'm not going into good or bad in features, but now we are in the transition period. The way I explain is like in our, say, childhood, my father was in some government job. He used to do the civil engineer in the PWD in West Bengal government. And we used to get transferred every 3 years or so from one town to another within West Bengal. First time when he was transferred from, we used to stay in the place called Kollani, which is about 50 kilometers from Kolkata, to Golpat, one area. First time when I saw it, because that is the first time, that time I think I was just completed class 1. So first time I saw my father is getting transferred. And I was terrified to see some unknown people are coming. I'm talking the day of the shifting. Yeah, my father is busy. My mother cannot cook that day, and somehow feed something. Then suddenly I saw. I'm talking. Just think of it as from the child's perspective. What a child never seen such a thing. What he can go through. Yeah. Suddenly I saw some unknown 10, 15 people coming to our house and breaking everything, dismantling the cot and, all those, dismantling everything, removing the curtain, removing the curtains and all, and putting into some boxes and all those things. Some people taken away some boxes from our house. And also I got terrified what's happening. And nobody was there to explain me what is happening, because everybody is, of course, busy, Anyway, so then we went by car, and after, I think, the same day in the evening, the truck reached there in the new place, a place called Golpat. So we had another house and in the first floor, and then we saw this things are coming, we settled, and we become very happy to get into the new place, and there's a park in front of us, and very good, all those things. Why I'm giving this is exactly the analogy what is happening to the humanity at the moment. Okay. We already left the era, what was before, that you can consider as so far the life of that child before, shifting. During shifting, it is completely chaotic. Everything is removed, abnormal, something is happening. Like it's basically chaos and mostly seen negative things. What is some favorite things you have, favorite place to sleep, favorite eat, not getting food, and not things are taken away by some unknown people, etc. So those things are terrifying. But when it is settled to the new home, then we realize, okay, that is a matter of things and it happens. It is not me, it's normal. Maybe after that, it becomes a routine activity, regular. Every 3 years or so, my father used to get transferred. Anyway, so things exactly what we are facing now, because we are not aware that where we are going. The whole picture was not explained. Explained or understood, or to some extent, not everything can be predicted as well. Exactly when it will happen, exactly how it is happen, this is not clear. But it is changing for sure. It will settle at the new place. That is also sure. So both starting point, end point is fixed. But the transition, how it take place, it is not clear to anyone. So currently, humanity, we are undergoing all those things, and more we see the existing systems are breaking, things are going off, and all those kind of things, and we get terrified. Okay, that is exactly what is happening to us. But the spiritual masters and all, they know that it is necessary for the humanity to evolve. Yeah. Basically, in what I was talking about, my father's transfer, and that time the transfer was for a better position on a promotion and settling in some new place. So it will be good for my father and the family. But when it was happening, the overall picture was not there. That's what we got terrified. But when it is settled, then everything come in the picture. So this is like a basic analogy to understand what is happening. Well, now whenever I will explain, I will give reference to these kind of things so that you can practically correlate exactly what might have been happening with us at this moment. Yeah, whatever we think it is chaos, it is going off. Overall picture wise, it is not the thing. It is changing. Yes, it is not the same anymore, but it is not breaking. It is not losing. It is not going away from us. It is going to be settled. Like whatever we think, it is not falling apart. Maybe it is falling in place. But to fall in place is the new position. The old position need to go. Like when we climb up, says to the stairs, suppose 1 feet at third step and another one at the fourth step. So to climb up, we have to let go the third and take this foot onto the fifth, and then again to the sixth. That's how we climb up the stairs. Same here. So we have to let go the old one. So in humanity's wise, it is a let go the old system, old way of living, old thing. Yes, during this transition, it is unstable. Like it is not very well settled, positioned condition, but it is necessary for us to climb up. So this is just I given a little bit of understanding what is happening with the humanity. Now, I also like to give another thing. Not everybody will face in the similar way, so like the transition will not be same for everybody's things. And here comes huge amount of, the karmic thing, what people are had with them individually. This time is also karmic reward time. Whoever has done their karma they have accumulated, this is the time also they will started getting the results of that. So in that sense, those who have not doing good karma, who was not, get into the corrupt means or the very harmful for others and do a lot of negative things to others, those people, they will be like in this process, they will be completely, removed from the whole thing, the whole system. And those who have been, they are fundamentally good people. They have done the good karma, but because of those systems, they have been suppressed. All honest people, good natured, helpful people, and all those kind of things, they will come forward. And so the people who has already inclined into that, already inclined into the goodness, or the who are actually for helping humanity. Humanity means even they're helping one or two, three people, that is okay. Means what is their personal capacity. Those who harmed people, so they will follow a different track, or those who help people who by nature good, they suffered a lot. I'm not talking about the suffering. But this time they will be slowly, things will be such, they will get rewarded. Or the peace will come. So in this case, there will be two straight division between the timelines, we call it. So two different category of people will experience world in two different ways. Those who followed the earlier this kind of tactics and things like that, cheating and self-centered people, in Babaji's terminology, they will get crushed. And those who has been already inclined into the truth, means spirituality or soul's path, or the good thing, ultimately satyameva jayate. So whoever has chosen satya, the truth, they will come into get rewarded, and they will be settling into the very good place. And those place is called the golden era, where it will be governed by the spiritual principles. Those world or golden era, what are those spiritual principles? There will be, first thing, it will be the operating principle will be pure love, unconditional love. Previous era, it was governed by fear, controlling through fear, punishment, snatching away things, thrown away whatever your legitimate rights, it has been taken away from you. What happened, your right to get paid, you are not getting properly paid, or those who are, denying payment, they are get, credits and not the people who deserve, etc. This is going to change now. So this way, when it will go there into that, that direction. And first is, so they will be fear-based to love-based. So it will be operating principle will be pure love. And second is, all kinds of religious stuff will go away. Yeah, there will be only one religion of humanity. People will be feeling as a human being, not labeled by whatever the things are in the religion, nationality, etc. Those will go away. Yeah. So in that would be the humanity, that will be the unifying factor. So that fundamental understanding is everybody is human being, everybody's color of blood is red. Yeah. The skin color, etc. will go away. Features will go away. From they came, where they came, they go away. Yeah. So pure love and the humanity, that too will be the driving force into that golden era. So where we are migrating to, or getting transformed into, or leading towards, whatever name you call it. But this particular period of time, it is a transition period, and that's why we are having so much, those kinds of difficulty, as I give an example for that child, what he was facing when the first time that the shifting of house was going on. So that was the kind of analogy. You can keep it in your mind so that it will be easier for you to correlate. Okay, with this background, now go with your first question.
So the first question is, do the two eclipses this month have any significant influence on our lives? And if so, in what ways might they impact us individually and collectively?
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the first question, right? This is the one.
Yeah, it has a thing that being humble and accept humility.
No. See, let us address the eclipse part first.
First question, eclipse, yeah.
My first sub question. 1A, this is 1A, right? This is with this one. Yeah, so let me address that the point by point. Okay, so regarding the eclipse, yeah, so this particular lunar eclipse, what is coming tomorrow night, it is the energy wise, it is extremely chaotic. Okay, there is a chance of like a war or huge calamities and things like that in the external world. It is there. So this lunar eclipse, and it is both energetically and planetary positions wise is the extreme one. So we need to be careful, particularly who has got that any like psychological or mental issues. It can go up. So this lunar eclipse, and the who has got the mental thing instability called lunatic. Yeah. So lun means the moon. So it affects it. So it is there. So we have to be very, very careful not to take unnecessarily to argument with anyone or to clash with anyone. Even there is a legitimate, we don't know, it can flare up very soon. Yeah. There is no need to any kind of disagreement to go into the argument and then clash, and finally it will be like a destructive way it can go. Individual level, and also in the like a group level or in the country level, there is a high chance of war to start somewhere, and high chance of getting accidents and things like that. That is possible. Yeah. And this particular thing, normally that the eclipse, this is happening, I think this is happening in the full moon, right? So tomorrow is a full moon, I think, where the lunar eclipse happens. And after that, so that will be the next 15 days, there is another eclipse, that is a solar eclipse. That solar eclipse, basically, this lunar eclipse is a full moon, like a full eclipse, but the next one is not full, it is like a partial. Wherever it is seen, and I don't think it will be seen anytime in this part of the world or India anywhere, but it will be seen elsewhere. But it is a partial solar eclipse. The impact will be not that much like the one which is coming tomorrow. So the lunar eclipse. And in between period, that is in our this thing, in Indian tradition, it is called Pitru Paksh. So it is where the astral dimension come close to the three-dimensional, like Prithvi Lok. Pitru Lok comes to Prithvi Lok or something like that. So this particular time also, it will start thing from the lunar eclipse. It will go for entire Pitru Paksh. That the destabilizing energy and things like that will be there. So we need to be cautious, and things will again improve when the Devi Paksh starts. Means after the the Amavasya, what happens from Mahalaya onwards, that the Devi Paksh starts and it will be fine. Then it will be all okay. So we need to be careful during this period of time. And Pitru Paksh, many, as I said, that the astral dimension come closer, so we can pray to our forefathers and all. So if you can follow some ritual, or simply you just pray or light a lamp, offering to your forefathers, like they seek their blessings. So that is what you need to go. No need to get scared or anything of that nature. But this 15 days will be quite some turbulence in the external world. First reason, the whole era is transforming. And second reason is this particular time period, the energy will be low. When the energy is low, then the negativity increases. Yeah. So energy low, you can think like any part which is not well lit. There the negativity can go there. Like in a city, some area is not very much well covered, well lit up. Then, or in the middle of the night, the crime will increase and things like that. So you think it that way, just for the understanding purposes. So as the energy is low, then low means, in other words, we can say energy is dense. So energy is dense, and the negativity, it is easy to pop up all of us, we have both positive and negative kind of things. So this period will encourage our negativity within us. So that's what we are saying. All of us need to be careful or be aware. Or those who have already come into the spirituality, be into the more into witness mode. This is one. Second part is, as for the external world, it is risky, but it will be good for the spiritual practices, because more what happens is, more external world get chaos, you have to bring your attention inward. That is the way. Yeah. So now how it works, normally I give example of the children play the rotating disc in some park and all. There is some horizontal round shaped disc is there which rotates. The children, they hold some rod or something and it rotates, that kind of stuff. So suppose some children are there and somebody has rotated too fast. It is going very fast. Yeah. So normally people who are on the disc, the children who are on the disc, there is a tendency, it is too fast, they can be thrown away, like through the centrifugal force. It's a chance that they will throw away from the disc, they fall down, get hurt, etc. To save that, if somebody is already into the disc, so save that, the best strategy is come to near the center. If you just holding the same rod, if the child, if they come in near the center, then the centrifugal force, we know the physics formula, that it depends upon the R square. So it will be heavily reduced if somebody is going towards the center. If you just stand next to the center, the effect will be minimum. Same here. More the world get into the chaos, that means they are in the periphery of the disc. So the best strategy in this period is center yourself, come to the center. So which is coming to the center in our case, that is go inward, go into the inner world. Outside is full of chaos. More you give attention to outside. It can be social media, it can be listening to the all news of accidents and this and that, corruptions and all other kind of stuff. That is a externally focused, life. If you put inward, be with yourself, your connection with your consciousness, soul consciousness, etc. That is inward looking. You are giving attention to your inner world, and that is the way to save yourself to face the external reality. That, like I give an example of the disc, rotating disc, that in the playground. So if you come near the center, give minimum attention to the outside, then you can save yourself. That is a good strategy to save. And in the Pitru Paksh also, it is a very good time for the meditating and doing. And if you say the which type of meditating, okay, whatever you learned, you can do that. Also in this point of time, Tratak meditation, like I already told you, to put some kind of lamp in front of, if you have the picture of your, the departed loved ones, you can, forefathers, you can put that, or without any photo, that's fine. Just offer in their name, and you can have some Tratak meditation onto that. Focus on the light. Keep it like a one, arm length away in the eye level. Wherever you sit, put the lamp in the eye level. Yeah. So and distance will be one hand length away, this side and the eye level. There you put. So if you have, if you have a fixed place to sit, then in front of it, like a table or something, that make sure you have some small kind of platform, or it can be anything like a bundle of books or a small tool or whatever. You put it on top of it so that it is in the eye level, and you practice this meditation. Tratak meditation, this period of time, it will be very good for you. Okay. So anyway, so this is about the significance between these two eclipses, which are coming. So tomorrow's one is the most, it will give most effect onto the planet Earth. Next one, not that much, because it is a partial solar eclipse. Like effect will not be that much, solar eclipse one. So, but this one will be, then tomorrow's one, the 7th September, will be good. So be aware and watchful. And as I mentioned, like you don't any kind of disagreement and argument, and try to avoid as much as possible. Yeah. So, all right. So go to your next question.
Rasita, just to clarify, what is that kind of meditation? Like I will put a lamp and then we meditate the same way as you have said in your videos, the same mudras we do? Seeing to
Yeah,
the lamp?
you can sit in Chin Mudra and just open eye, of course. You have to see the flame.
Okay.
Yeah, and put it into that one place, preferably in front. You should not see anything else. Like it should be in front of a wall.
Wall. Okay.
Wall and table, and back side you sit down and keep the lamp in front of you. Yeah, it will be very good if you can make it a ghee lamp, gawa ghee to be specific. Okay, that will be the best for this purpose. You offered that lamp first to your forefathers, departed one. Yeah. And then you sit into that meditation. It will be very good for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Tratak. The meditation name is Tratak meditation.
Okay. Now we proceed to the next one. This is the same question, but like the part of the first one. So, is it better that in this phase, we even be humble and accept humility? So, my question is like, is it going to be a win over evil in this way? That we become, as you said, we move inward. So, in the way we try to move inward and even accept sometimes humility. So outside world thinks that it is our weakness. In that way, do we save ourselves? Or and in this process, do we win over evil?
Okay. See, I'll tell you one thing. In this period, don't try to prove anything. Don't try to put any logic or any kind of strategy. It will not work. Whatever you're saying, but I'm answering you in general, what you do. Yeah, not during this period. This period is strictly no. Okay. Just try to avoid any kind of interaction as much as possible to anyone. Yeah. Unless until it is absolutely necessary. Of course, in the job or in the family, we need to communicate. That's fine. I'm saying unnecessary communication and it as a chance to get flare up and etc. So that is the strategy. Now the second part, what you are saying, that if you are humble and if people take advantage of it and they think that those kind of so in this case, so there is no such straightforward answer to that, because you don't know exactly what is the intention of the other person. So you have to always put safeguard so that nobody can harm you. So whether you have to show humility or not, that's up to you. It becomes, it depends. Some places maybe doing nothing is a better strategy than to, express the humility and good things. So it depends upon the case-to-case basis. Fundamentally, you have to protect yourself. You remember there are 4 principles we have given how to operate into this era. If needed, I can post it into the group again. So, like just as it comes, let me see if I can get it. I'll share right now. So if you follow those principles, all these things will be automatically taken care of. Let me see if I can readily available. Then I can. There is operating principles into this. Operating principles into this. Yeah, I got it. Let me see if I can share it, because that brings the context. That is in general. I'm saying this is not necessary during this eclipse. It can be any time you follow this principle. It will take care of most of your issues into that. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so we are one group. I'm just putting into this. We are one group operating principles on Mother Earth under divine feminine energy. Energy has already changed, as I mentioned. We are facing the changing as a cusp, as I said, but energetically already settled into that one where we are going. Yeah. So protect physically whatever you have in the physical. Yeah, your physical body, your physical property, including money, what you have in the form, digital form or these things, all it is collected from the physical world. So whatever you get from the physical world, your property, your what you own, and so that you have to protect physically. It is your duty to protect physically. All physical assets you need to protect. Hmm. Then earn enjoyingly. If means we succeed where those work where you enjoy doing. So of course, not 100% time we get the job we really want, but we try to. Like if we try to get into the job so that we can enjoy that doing the job, and during the process you have to that you can earn enjoying. So that is the best way to operating, is possible, that we'll select the jobs we'll go for. Of course we need to survive and we have to earn. So if we have that option, or if you try to those areas what we enjoy doing, and same will be our earning, that is the best strategy to operate in this period of time. Live lovingly. As I mentioned a little earlier, that we are transiting from the fear-based system of the humanity to the love-based system, pure love. So living lovingly, we need to learn. Otherwise, we'll not be able to survive into that era. So in this case, whatever the fear-based thing, we have to contemplate and see which is governing thing here. If you see that governed by the fear, that is definitely being outdated and it will be phased out eventually. So we have to learn how to live lovingly, unconditional loving. But to some extent, if you are your question was so that we have to show that we are humility, and not necessarily. You live in from that principle. Not necessarily you have to put a banner and say I love you to everyone. I'm not saying that. Yeah, because that comes under protect physically. If we do that, people will take advantage and will get harmed. Yeah. So we have to protect physically, but internally you have to change our own patterns so that it is governed by the love, pure love. And, even if nobody is giving credit, we try to help others or do without taking any credit, without, even telling that person that this operating principle is like that. Yeah. Expectation play a big role here. So we have to lower our expectation. But if we do it, then we are aligning with to that principle and which the era, then we uplift our lives. Yeah. By doing so, it is no longer that why should I do for others and what is there for me. So this kind of thinking you have to change. It will be the joy of giving that will give us that live lovingly feeling, because that is ultimately you're doing for us. And we can only unconditionally give or love someone if we ultimately realize experientially that we are one. Okay. So we are all eventually one. So if like 5 fingers of a hand, like a 2 hands, they don't fight with each other. No? So because each individual finger knows we are part of the one single body. Same as the humanity. When we know that we are part of the same, our source is same, all we came from the same, those kinds of differences and selfishness goes away. And again, I'm insisting, I'm specifying, it is your internal state. No need to advertise it, no need to tell others. If you tell, people will definitely take advantage of it. Because the world has not changed yet. Yeah. So that is not the place to tell. But that doesn't stop you to transform yourself. You start, like Mahatma Gandhi said, whatever you start changing the world, start with yourself. And exactly I'm saying the same thing. How to do that? You live lovingly. For that you need to grow into self-love. And we have other, the sessions dedicated on self-love, how to do it, etc. Those are all there. And the last point about this one, spread spirituality. All of us has a fundamental tendencies to expand, to grow, to be better, and to achieve something in life. Only thing we mistaken was that we did it in our external life. I wanted a better job, bigger house, bigger car, more money, more this, more that. So we wanted to, because it is our human tendency to grow. There's nothing wrong with that. But as we put it into the external world is limited. It cannot give you beyond a certain level. It will not give you that. If you have little higher than the, like an average, people will be behind you. That will create huge amount of enmity. So, but where your inner urge will go for that particular urge, you deploy in your spirituality. In the spiritual, your inner world, the field is infinite. Okay, outside, I call it private limited. It's very limited. Even though, most powerful person in the world cannot have all the land, all the wealth of the world. It's impossible. Up to a certain level, yes, but not beyond that. Or it cannot be keep on increasing. Yeah, it's not possible. After a certain things, it will hit a ceiling. But that particular ceiling is not there into your inner world. Those are who has developed their, the spiritual wings, I should say. Yeah, they can fly high to at any level, and the sky is the limit. Means there is no limit. Okay, they can do anything. Even we have a capacity to create a universe. There's no limit. You can create universe, and you can create whatever the Sargodhan, the divine, like a garden, full of jewelry and full of this fantastic things and full of music and the colors and lights and whatnot. You can create. You have all the power, inner world. So you can visit them as you wish. You can invoke anything. You can do that. Because ultimately our life is not what we see outside. Our life is what you're experiencing here. So by changing your inner world, which is infinite, truly infinite, yeah. If you spread yourself spiritually, then other than what you need to physically protect and survive, other than the first part of it, most of the things, if you are into that world, your own created world, your experience of life will change. Yeah? And that is why all the masters and all who understood this, so there all the time is a pure joy, Sachidananda state. Those are only possible because they spread themselves spiritually. They've gone into some infinite, joyful, loving space where it is missing into the others who could not enter into that, or even if entered, they're still struggling with the external world and also there in Nagarka Nagatka. So that is but if what I'm basically, this particular principle is, if you are, like to so-called enjoy life, you have to grow, no doubt about it. But don't try to grow into that, to go into the external world. Whatever you got, you say thank you very much. And I'm not saying you reject things. I'm not saying you sacrifice things. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you don't use money and you don't enjoy life. If you like to eat ice cream, don't eat ice cream. I'm not saying that. Okay, eat and all, but whatever available, try to, manage with that. So, because anyway, we cannot get after a certain level anyway, no matter who you are. But here it is unlimited potential is there. Utilize this power, utilize this potential to change the experience of your life. That is what the spirit spiritually is. And there it is uncontested. Yeah. So there's nobody is coming to contest there. It is full of light and love. Yeah. So that is what we are going to. These are the principles. So that I already given. But these kind of topics, again, it is important to remember all those things. And the question what you have is, it is directly related to protect physically. Okay. So from there, I will stop sharing. So, and then you come back to your, questions again. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
my next second question is
Mhm.
chasing versus attracting abundance.
Yeah.
In our constant pursuit of wealth, recognition, and fame, how can we shift from endlessly chasing to naturally attracting abundance into our lives?
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's a very good question. See, this chasing abundance, no? Chasing something what we want. This approach, what we have, is came from our conditioning. From childhood, we have been trained, or we see that our world is that for something we need to get a, like a competition and too much of running and too much of struggle to get it. It started from maybe whenever we first started getting admission into the primary school. Yeah. There is only maybe 20 seats and there are 200 candidates. Yeah? So you have to compete an admission test and all to get into that. Then from there, then a better school we wanted to go. Secondary school, there is another competition. Then we have to, class 10 and the big competition. Then go to the college, another round of competition. Then from college, then I'll come out, then huge competition for the job or higher study and all. Everywhere we say competition, competition. If we want to say, buy something, it's a big competition, big queue. Yeah. If you have to, like go into buying a property also, that is a big competition where we get it and all those kind of things, which is the best. Anyway, what I'm basically saying, this kind of competition that we have to struggle to get something we want. It is ingrained into our system because of our this childhood conditioning, social conditioning, family conditioning, even sometimes educational conditioning, political conditioning, religious conditioning. All this conditioning are basically saying to get something you have to struggle and all those kind of stuff. Yeah. This is meant that I'm just explaining from where this kind of approach has come into us. Yeah? That you have to chase something. If you want to, but even after joining the work, you have to like to get a promotion, you have to chase it, you have to please bosses and do something and extraordinary things because we want something and this is the way we are doing it. But actually the truth is the abundance doesn't come by chasing. Like abundance doesn't come whatever the principle you have got, that who has in the childhood you have told you come in the first in the class, then you will get very good into the life. Yeah, and now you see just take some analysis. The first boy is in your class. Yeah, from the childhood, to whom maybe our parents used to compare, why you cannot be first like that boy or that girl. Yeah. So if you see now, say after maybe 30, 40 years or same where they are now, there are many who didn't rank that fast in the school, in that the primary school and the secondary school. Maybe many of them who are not into first 10 at all, forget about the being first or second or third, they may be leading a very good life. They're much richer than people on the top. Yeah, the students who are on the top. So that means whatever we have learned there, that is not the truth. There is something else. If you see whoever has the most richest person in the world, they are not academically toppers. Some of them will drop out of the colleges. Yeah. So that means there is something else. It is not the formula to you work hard or study and go to the top in the school and you get everything in life. That is a myth. Okay, we have been taught, we are conditioned like that into all those kind of things. Even working hard. So to achieve something, you work hard. So we are told that you have to work very hard to achieve whatever you want in life. But in the real life, we see people are working day and night, maybe the laborers and all. So they get exploited, but hardly get some amount of money. And people who are topmost brand, the richest brand, maybe whole day 50% of the time they are in the golf course or having parties or going to clubs and whatnot, as private jets. So this is not the truth is not that you have to work hard and then only you will get prosperous. So there is a disconnection there. So then obvious question is, what is make it difference? The difference is that your own vibration. It is a law of attractions which brings wealth towards you. It is also a form of energy. One is vibration, and second, even though it has not come into the surface, but I must mention it because that also plays a big role about your past karma. Like we have a soul's plan. So if our soul plan has not into this, getting something, most likely will not get it, or you will struggle too much, but we hardly get something. But other than the soul's plan or our karmic thing, then soul's plan means our past life karma. So if we get out of, remove that, then suppose it is there is no such obstruction from the soul point of view or the karmic point of view. The next thing is about remains with our vibration, because it is a law of attraction. Everything in the universe is the vibration and the frequencies. So we need to vibrate at the particular frequency or higher frequency so that we can attract abundance into our life. It will automatically come. We need not to do it. And that is where the question is coming. There is no need to chase, because I explained in the earlier, by chasing you will not get that. Yeah. Or even if you get maybe little bit. But truly, if you keep being into vibrating at a certain level, it will come to you. Either it will come by destiny, means which is your past life karma, which in this life becomes your destiny. So you can automatically get it, or you will have a huge inheritance, or something, or all your decision will click like that. So those are all divine thing. It's not, people think that because of they took a certain decision, it has happened like that. Not necessarily. Because same decision, if they take again, the same result may not come. Anyway, so to take that aside, it is not that thing. They have certain amount of vibrations and they certain amount of destiny from their past life karmas and all those things, or even present life karmas, they can make it happen. Yeah. So this way, it is the chasing is not the formula for attracting wealth or attracting prosperity into our life. It is changing our own vibration. Wherever we are always make our vibration better, or drop the negative vibration, be in the positive vibration, loving. That is where the golden era and the loving dimension is coming. It will attract prosperity towards us automatically. So it will come towards us, and only thing from our mind is the main culprit here. It creates some, like the ego controls us by three ways. So that first is it creates some doubt in your mind, or it creates some fear in us, or it logically convinces us that we'll not get it. Or this way it is not possible, or we are not, we don't deserve actually. This kind of things. Those, if we can take aside our mind games, will be and enhance our vibration, it will come. Of course, it will come into its divine time. It will not come tomorrow if you want it tomorrow, something like that. But it will eventually come. For that, we can work on our own vibration. We will get attracted. All the prosperity vibrations, everything will get attracted towards us, and then we live. Then we can have that kind of thing. So chasing is not the solution, but being is the solution. You be that vibration. What you like to attract, you be that. Even there are a lot of methods where they change the subconscious patterns. Like subconscious, we may want something, but subconsciously we may reject that. Suppose if subconsciously we believe that the money is the evil of everything, because maybe many of us have seen the money, how people are fighting over money, how the families are getting destroyed, with some family property or the money and all. and how the rich people, they exploit others, they treat badly to others and all. So we have a hatred toward the rich people, or we associated money with the bad things. Yeah, whoever has accumulated money with some kind of political power, or some criminality, or bribing, etc. And also we had somehow, from our life experience, we connect the like hatred towards those who possess money. But what were happening is, indirectly we are telling subconsciously that money is bad. And that is, most of the cases, that is a key reason we cannot attract. Subconsciously we do something, we say something, we take certain decisions which will repel money. So consciously we want it. We are crying, why me, and why I'm not getting it, and everybody is prospering, why not me? Maybe we are crying physically, or like externally, but internally we are rejecting because of certain things. Our mental attitude towards money is not healthy. So those are the things, those needs healing and all those things, so that a vibration gets corrected. And when it gets corrected, it will come. And another thing is the chasing versus attracting. Those who are chasing, so they are operating from poverty consciousness, because they see that the source, the supply is limited. So if I don't grab something, I will not get it. That is the chasing part of it. But the truth is, there is an infinite abundance into the universe. It can be created. If some wealth, whatever wealth has been manifested at some point of time through some channel, if you deserve it, it can be created out of nothing and give it to you. You need not to snatch or run behind anything. You have to just be, whatever I was telling. Your source is infinite. It can create anything. It can create a gold mine into your home yard, which is owned by land owned by you. So all are possible. Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, you have to increase your desirability, the desirability to be specific to vibration, so that you can attract this towards you. I'm not saying you reject offers. Don't accept any offer. I'm not saying that. But if your vibration is in the higher range of vibration, opportunities, you'll be able to see those opportunities. Earlier, you was too occupied with some version of yourself, some vision of yourself, some image of yourselves. I'm not worth it. People are getting, I'm not getting. That image, playing again and again and again in your mind, so that the opportunity may be coming and going. So there may be some good opportunity to make money, or some good opportunity for a business, or a particular job, or alliance, or something, or another source of income, that you missed it. Because you're busy in occupying yourself with the thoughts, oh, why me? And you see nothing happens to me. And truly nothing happens, because you miss it all the time. See, there is a story of some people are so-called lucky and some people are unlucky. So there was a study done a long time back into the US, and when the people used to read the newspapers, the printed newspapers, every morning it has been given. So we have seen our childhood also, every morning some newspaper wala come and give some newspaper, and it started with the head of the family. He will read first, and then slowly pass on, and the children one will get at the end later on, almost in the afternoon. Anyway, so in there, what happens is, in the newspaper, they have just a kind of survey or study to find out who are lucky ones and who are not. In that newspaper, in the 5th or 6th page, in the lower side, in lower right, not at the corner, little bit higher, but some unimportant area, they have put a one line, the small box and one line. If you read this line, call this number, you will get $100. Okay. So that is the thing. Just one line into a small box, but in the inside newspaper, lower side, some corner, near the corner somewhere. And out of that paper was circulated, maybe total about 10,000 copies. Say it has been circulated. So, and out of that, they get call from the 20 or 25 people who called that, and they get the money. Okay, the $100. Out of 10,000, minimum 5,000 people has read the paper. Yeah? But out of 5,000, only 25 read this line. That means that other people, for them, opportunity came to their doorstep. They missed it because they have not read it properly. Whatever be the reason, they may think it is not worth reading, or it may not be the only the the headlight, not headlights, the headlines and all those things on the top of the paper, few pictures, sports page. Okay, well, that's good. That's the way normally most of the people read newspaper, and those people, they missed it. So it comes with observation, that awareness, alertness and awareness. These are the spiritual qualities. Those who have it, they get that opportunity. So in life is also like that. Yeah. So you can attract the prosperity towards you if you are alert and attentive. Otherwise, this kind of opportunities will come and go. So 5,000 people, they don't get it, but those 25 people, they get it. From the same system, same newspaper. They get it, rest of the people, they didn't. What does that tell us? It tells us that it is not about the opportunity. It is about how you approach. Your attitude makes the difference between the lucky ones and non-lucky ones. And non-lucky ones are more as percentage-wise as it is, shown here. Okay, anyway, so this is, I hope I addressed your questions. So go with the next one.
Fine. Next question. One second, please. Okay. Negativity and chakra activation.
Okay.
Okay. So if negativity surrounds us, despite our efforts to remain positive, can chakra activation truly help in clearing away such negativity?
Yeah. So, see, negativity, you mean outside negativity, I assume. You are not talking about the
Yes.
feeling negativity. It's outside environment and all.
Yeah, outside environment, which creates definitely negativity within ourselves. Like,
That's fine.
yeah,
But the source is outside, right? Not
outside.
inside.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay. See, what happens is, in this particular case, this is what spirituality teaches us. Okay. We don't change the world, we change ourselves. In the spirituality, what it will teach you, it's called Jal Kamal Vat Jivan. Means you develop your life like a lotus. The lotus, like it born in the mud. It lived the entire life in the mud, but not even a drop of water can touch itself. In the petal, if you see put a one drop of water, it falls off. Yeah? So it is nothing to do with how bad the kachra is outside. It is about how we can learn to lead a life like a purity of a lotus. Yeah, that is the kind of thing we need to learn. So it has nothing to do with the negativity outside. In fact, negativity will be always there. So only thing we have to, but we understand that it is not possible to change the world. Yeah. So the only option remains is to change yourself. And that is what the spiritually teaches us. Spiritually doesn't teaches us to, change the world, change the system. No. Even many people come to me. I mean, of course, the household of spirituality, married people, they come here to change the spouse. Yeah. So can you change, do something, my husband or wife get change. I'm already, fed up with this. First thing I say, don't even expect that other person will change. Yes, you can be changed. Your life will change. But other person, they have a free will. It is up to them to decide. If they come, why not? But don't start this journey thinking that your spouse and whatever other family member will change, because there will be some spiritual tool given to change others. No, not even the family members, you have no power to change. Yeah. If they change, it will be their wish, their acceptance. That is a different issue altogether. So in this case, so what I will say is that just ignore that outside environment, focus on yourself. As I mentioned, your life is not outside, it is how you experience inside. If you change, work on your inner environment, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev says it is inner engineering, which is also a very good word. If you change your inner world, your life will change. Same here. So it is nothing to do with the external negativity. In fact, at a certain level, you will realize, because the external is so negative, either you forced or you at least try looking other options, because you are not getting anything. When, before coming into the spirituality, or you can say at the starting level of spirituality, when nothing in my life was working, I had a truly feeling, I tried many things, nothing was working. I truly had a feeling that bahar kuch nahi rakha hai. There is nothing in the external world. If there is something, some happiness or something, very short-lived. I call it like a firefly, like a jugnu. Yeah. In Bengali, call it jonaki. It just to give a little bit of flickering here and there. That's it. Okay. Otherwise, most of the things are dark. Even if some light comes, it is short-lived. But those has the main factor to go inward. And then we go to a light which is permanent. Yeah, it never goes off. But we have to knock that door to get it open. No, anything in life, it is like that. So we have to search. We have to keep on searching, but it will not the way we think it will, like changing others, changing system. If I change my country, my life will be better, and if the government changes it, these are all, people are trying it from millennia, this kind of stuff. Ultimately, nothing happened. Yeah? So it happened for a short period of time, and then back to the square one. So that is not the way. It is your inner transformation. That is the key. That is the way you have to do that. That is the way to achieve into that. And that is the key to get into that kind of realization, self-realization. Then your life will change. It will be full of light. Full of life and, light and joy and happiness. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Rasdipta. Okay, another, this sub-question, that when life places us at crossroads, where both paths seems blocked, how do we decide which way to go? If sometimes we choose not to act, will the universe itself guide us towards the destiny which is meant for us, like according to our past life karma and the horoscope we are born with?
So let me give a quick answer to the second part of your question first. If you don't do anything, life will take you there. Anyway, means it is like a flowing river. You cannot, like a time flows all the time. You cannot stand there actually. Like the time you cannot stop. So it will change, everything will change eventually. So it is like a flowing a river, you are on the boat. If you don't do anything, don't row in any one of the directions, ultimately it take you to the wherever the river is going. So the second part is very easy. So not doing anything is an option. Life will take you, because time is changing, situation is changing. It will be, you are, whether you like it or not, you are in the flow, it will be flown you there. Okay, that is one way of looking at it. But first part you have asked that if there is, that there are two options, and which one to take, and which one, because we don't have all the information of those things in the beforehand. We don't know really which will be the good for us and which one. In this case, what my teaching, my sharing of the experience is, you choose the one which will give you your peace of mind. You just see which way to. One way, maybe it is the right thing to do, your duty, everybody does it, all other logics are there. But if you take that option, maybe you yourself, you cannot be at your peace. Your mental peace will go. Or there may be some threats there. You are unnecessarily falling into some trap or some challenges or something. So better to avoid that. Take safe path. Safe means which will not disturb your peace of mind. Even though that is not traditional, that is, your duty is other way around. People normally do that. Keep all those aside. Take the one which you can maintain your peace of mind. So that is the key to select which option you will take. If you see that both of them are, there is no challenge to the mental peace, then take anyone. It's okay. Eventually it will take you wherever ultimately you wanted to go. It's just, these kind of things are options are given us to strengthen ourselves. So that's why the life sometimes brings some this kind of so-called options and challenges. But what I'm saying is, if they are not equal, there is a risk of your mental, peace to go away. Another, you can hold the peace, even though it doesn't very glamorous, very lucrative, or maybe we may look like a fool or something. Doesn't matter. You always choose this one and let go. Which one may create your mental, mental peace and all, that option you can go. And if you, without losing anything, if you both are, without losing your peace of mind, both are equal, then take anyone. It will take you ultimately where you need to go. But you cannot go for all the options, right? So you have to take one on that basis, whatever, based on your, available information and intelligence, whatever you have selected found little better, you take that. Because in both of ways, there will be no challenge to lose your peace of mind. Yeah. But most of the cases, we do find something, low category, non-attractive one, something, but what peace of mind we can maintain, you always choose for that, because that is the greatest treasure. No point in doing something right or very much profitable, etc. In the process, you are losing our peace of mind. Is not worth it. Okay.
Yes. Next question is resetting life and seeking guidance. How can we reset our lives in a way that aligns us with the universe or invites the guidance of a guru to help us through difficult situations, especially for people like us who are not yet spiritually enlightened?
So, only thing, your job is to make yourself ready. The guru will find you, means Guru Mandala will find you. Okay. When the offer comes, you have to say yes. That is the thing you have to consciously do, because that is your free will and choice. Nobody will enforce you anything. Only thing, when the opportunity comes, without going too much into the judgment, you have to say yes. Then rest of the things, the guru will guide you. The guru tattva will guide you. It is not the guru, the person who is coming to, to appear in your life. That person is, okay, to you it is guru, but guru means is a guru tattva. It is not the personality. So you have to overcome the personality thing, and you have to accept that flow which is coming to you, the Guru Tattva which is coming to you, and that the Guru Tattva, when it reaches to you, it will come to a certain form, certain way, certain technique, and you have to respect that and follow that. If you do that, you will be taken care of. But if we apply our own intelligence, mostly our ego comes into the play, then there is a chance this opportunity will miss it. Okay, then things are not possible. Or if we apply our own analysis that who is better guru, or I can do this, I can do that faster and all. No, Guru Mandala knows who is the best, guru for you, and they will send their representative to you. So only your job is, your question is, how should I do? You need not to do anything. How should I judge? How should I assess? You do nothing. Only you have to say, whoever form, whatever is coming to you, you have to just say yes. Then you will be guided. Yes, only one thing, you have to drop the expectation. You may have some certain idea that if I start spirituality, these things will happen in my life. This change will happen within maybe 3 months. I will having a very prosperous life, and those ideas need to get dropped. Okay, because those will be the source of your, unhappiness in future. So in that case, you have to so-called surrender yourself unconditionally. Yeah. All those myths will get cleared by the same guru, but you should not have those kind of preconceived ideas. Those are basically the patterns what I discussed earlier. It can be childhood pattern, it can be social pattern, family pattern, religious pattern, political pattern, and whatever it is. Yeah, those patterns you have to keep it aside. That much effort you need to take. In this path, you have to drop everything whatever you have learned earlier. Because if you carry them, then whatever experience you have in your life so far, it will repeat that. You cannot get the new one. To get the new one, you have to leave behind. By the way, temporarily. I'm not saying that you have to get rid of completely, but don't allow them to interfere into this thing. So that allow the new thing to come in your life. Whatever that, the Guru Mandala Sen, any representative, that person is teaching you, get that teaching with a clear mind. So that it is not your analysis will take you further. You have to just follow exactly what is need to be done. Any kind of, because not everybody from birth, they're, enlightened and things like that. So everybody has learned at certain point of time, no matter what the reason is, what is the triggering event into their life and how they came, which age they came, it's immaterial. But those people, I'm now talking the how to get it faster. Those who have blindly followed the instruction without their own analysis, their own judgment, their own interpretations, they reach much faster. The Guru didn't demand it, but the effect, the result has been seen. Those have been unconditionally followed it. Yeah, blindly followed it. Yeah. If the Guru said every time when you get up from the bed, make sure you get up from the left shoulder and get left foot first. I'm saying, just for example, I'm not telling you to do it. If you just, without questioning, if you follow that, because your Guru said that, if you follow that, it will be much, much faster. Yeah, without questioning, without understanding, without analyzing or checking others. Have you done this? Why I'm told that? Okay, what is the purpose and what it will do? These are all on mind game. Those who are able to perform exactly whatever it is told, they got much, much faster. So that is some key thing that we need to do. And if we just follow, no matter what the person is, there is no such thing called bigger, better, and thing like that. Whoever has appeared in your life, Guru Mandala knows everything. Yeah? When you are ready, what is your capacity? How much you can absorb? How much? Which level you are? Everything is well known. So they will send you some appropriate guide. So if you just say yes and follow it blindly, the person will not demand it. Follow it blindly, it will do that. Also, there is another minor element I should add. It is a side topic, but I should say the value you give to this, that much value will come multiplied to you. If you just following something but don't give much value to the words or practices or the recommendations, or you are not contributing anything, resource-wise or energy-wise or something, mechanically you are doing, you will not get it. Yeah, you will miss the point. Yeah? So those who are, so you see that is where the devotion comes. If somebody follow exactly with devotion, they got the maximum thing in the very short period of time. Yeah? It happened in the many places. It happened in our groups and our group also. But that is the key. Person will not demand it. It is not about impressing someone. Okay. Contrary to our common thing, it is not the pleasing the boss. That thing to be dropped first. Personality stuff need to be dropped first. You have to align with the principles. In the earlier I have showed you 4 principles. No? How much you follow those 4 principles and apply it into your life, based on which your progress will go. If you don't follow, nobody will get upset. You see the RPA will get upset? No, never. It's up to you. You have a free will to choice. But those principles came through certain things, certain level, which is not from this world. Yeah. This particular time, this particular energy of the world, and these things, these principles, very simply put into the 4 points, right? 8 words. But if you can truly follow them, you will get there. You will lead to the golden era. Things like that. Okay. So this is how you need to approach it. And as I said, it is all free will. It is all things, and it will come to you. You need not to find anyone or anything. If you are ready for something higher, the higher thing will come to you. That's clear. Okay. But you have to just say yes and follow that. That is the thing you need to do from your side. Okay.
The last question is intuition, free will, and destiny.
Mhm.
How can we strengthen our intuition through spiritual practices so that it itself guide us more clearly towards a more positive life where we find peace? Also, can heightened intuition influence or even alter the destiny we were born with, given the balance between free will and fate?
Mhm. Okay, I think there are 3 subcategories into it. Let me put one by one. What is the first part, by the way? First part.
First part is, how can we strengthen our intuition?
Hold it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Intuition is basically our calling or messages from our soul consciousness. Soul knows everything. So basically, first thing, we need to connect with our soul. We need to know how to connect with our soul. There comes the spiritual practice, which is mainly meditation. What is meditation? To calm down our mind, silent our mind, go to the stillness of mind, means no thought. That is where our mind, the platform is being used by our soul, and this platform will be used as a blackboard so that we can have the communication using our mental, the platform as the base for the communication. So to get the intuitive message, first thing we have to clear the clutter from our own mind, which is the thoughts. No matter good thought, bad thought, ugly thought, doesn't matter. Divine thought, ultimately they are thoughts. All thoughts need to go. So that we are ready with the communication. So when we are getting these things, that comes as the intuition. Okay. So intuitive voice, or it is also said that whispers from beyond, means it is not very loud, neither very, very clear also initially. So we have to give a lot of focus and attention to listen to that whispers from beyond. Okay. It is a skill area that need to be practiced. When you practice that, slowly we'll calm down our mind through meditation, and then we connect with our soul. So first is the coming down the mind, clearing the platform. Second is about connecting it. And third is communicating, 2-way, like question answer. So this is a skill we need to level up. So when you do that, then intuitive message, always it will come at per will. Just by talking something, we can give, something intuitive messages, instantly coming. There is no time and space there in the soul level. So whenever some intention is there, that I need to know this, things will come through the soul consciousness. It will be downloaded instantly. In this, suppose I'm just giving, for example, here we have the question answer. No? From where these answers are coming. Okay. I'm not saying, okay, give me a minute. In fact, to be honest with you, I've not read your questions also, even though you posted yesterday. Because why it will happen, if I read them, then our mind will start working about those answers. And then because of that, which is a standard practice people do, I will lower myself. If I'm listening for the first time, I just simply connect and things get downloaded intuitively. And my job is to deliver it as it comes. That's all. And to have that kind of intuitive presence or the now moment, that's why I don't read them before. And that's why it is, I ask exactly, tell now I have to give this. So this is the way we have to connect. Only my job is to keep my mind clutter free so that it comes. So the first question is about the intuition. It is a skill you need to develop. And first thing to develop is to go to the achieve the stillness or no thought of your mind so that the communication is a clear, it is an instantaneous. If not, some part you will get, some part not, other thought came, etc. That is an, you can say the trial and error zone that goes over the period of time, the clarity emerges. So that need to be practiced, and intuitive messages are nothing than our own message from our own soul. Yeah, that's called intuition. So that also you can, that needs, as I mentioned, to do that, our soul knows everything. Yeah, we need not to learn anything. Yes, whatever we are facing in this world, we are experiencing them, but not learning. We already know. Whatever soul already knows, it needs to experience itself. That's all. So far as knowledge is concerned, that knowledge, our soul can download it to us intuitively. This is called the intuition. Those messages coming from the soul level. And if it is coming from the mind level, that is not intuition. That is your thought. Okay. That need to be stopped. Then the intuition will reveal itself. Intuitive messages will come. Okay. All right. So that is the first part. What is the next part of that? Next line of your question?
Next line is, can heightened intuition influence or even after we are born with, given the balance between free will and fate, alter, again, can heightened intuition influence or even alter the destiny we were born with?
Okay.
Given the balance between free will and fate.
Okay, no, that's third part. Let me answer that first. Yeah. See, we are born with our so-called destiny or the soul's plan. Yeah. So, and whatever the soul, it brings us that situation in front of us. We meet with, suppose we need to lead our life with a certain person. That person will appear in our life. These are the soul's plan. Yeah. Certain situations we come with certain level of intelligence, certain level of abilities, and all those things. That kind of job we'll do, and that kind of family will born, and things like that. So that kind of relatives and things we have. This kind of stuff. Yeah. So if we born with something, it is already approved by the soul. So intuition will not change that. Intuition will help that so that you can execute them properly. Otherwise, what will happen is, without the help of our own intuitive knowledge, we do trial and error. Means we need to go certain direction in our life. Yeah. So we'll go trial and error because the clarity is not there. We don't have all the informations in front of us. Even the one which direction we like to go, that is also not clear. So what we do is a trial and error. I give an example. It is like a walking in the, no moon night, and in the complete pitch dark, we wanted to walk on that street. Yeah. So what will happen? Maybe we hit with some stone, fall into a ditch, or hit with some wall, or bang our head with a lamppost and things like that, because everything dark. So we'll fall down and we get hurt, again get up. Normally, we lead our life this way, but trial and error way. Ultimately, we are going, but the speed is very, very limited, because every time, every other minute, we are falling down because it's complete pitch dark. If we establish that intuitive link, we got spiritual, we got that getting spiritual means bringing the light. That is called enlightenment, no? Ultimate. When it is complete broadband is established, it's called enlightenment. So what will happen? It will like a daylight, it like a sunlight will come. You can see everything. Same road you are going, which your soul decided at the time of birth, same road. But earlier you were doing trial and error, falling down, hit and all, and you're saying, why there's so many obstacles in my road? Because you cannot see anything. That's why you hit with an obstacle. You are unaware. The spirituality will bring the awareness, the light of awareness, yeah, into your life. It's like a daylight. You know that is a wall, and this is a footpath. This is the way I should go, and I should not go there. There is a ditch there. I can fall down. There is a lamppost there. I can bypass that lamppost and think like that. So your life journey will be easy. Same road. Road has not changed. Suddenly you didn't take in from here and put you into a garden. No. Same road with a lot of obstacles, yes. But as you are aware, you know how to maneuver them. Still you can, and your growth and progress will be very fast. So whatever your life purpose, you'll be able to achieve very fast, so that you can reach to your destination faster, and that way the spirituality will help you. The light will help you in this way. You can meet all your life, this thing. Not only you meet your own life purpose or your own, life goals, even because you become a light. After I'm talking enlightenment, what happens is not only you see your road, you come to a level where you can give light. You become a light, so that you can guide others also in their own lives. No, if you are present, that light they can follow. They can see where are the potholes, what are the ditches and all. Indirectly, you can help them. You have crossed your road already. Now you are helping others to cross their own roads or their own paths. So that's what all the spiritual masters are doing. They're sharing their light of awareness to others. Slowly, they develop their own. It's called the, deep se deep jale. Like one person, an enlightened person is that lit up lamp. Another person is not lit up. So first thing what this master do, they ask them to prepare the lamp, so that the lamp is not hold like that. It's like properly hold and put some kind of ghee or oil. Then there is some thread in there, preparing the light. That is sadhana. That is a spiritual practice. So master is a lit lamp. So what happens is, when the lamp is ready, then the master comes, and then the other lamp also lit. That is called deep se deep jale. The other person is also get enlightened. But in this case, when both of them enlighten, it doesn't matter from where this light came. Both of them are lit. Because by giving this light, the first light is not losing anything. It's not transferring some energy. No, it's also glowing, but another is also glowing. So whoever this master touches different light, their lamps are lit. So then at the end of the process, every lamp is lit. This is how the process works. And when that light is lit, they can easily find out where the potholes and ditch and all. So they also become the light, and they can lead that particular path of life, which is earlier it was in the darkness or negativity or heaviness and all those kind of things. Okay, that is about the second part. So what is the last part of your question? Or this was the last?
Yeah, this was the last. Only just to sum up, since we sometimes overlook the intuitive signs, so more and more, even without getting enlightened, how can we train ourselves to recognize and follow them more reliably, so that our path becomes more easier to navigate?
Follow your guru. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Earlier I explained. So if you're the light example, basically what you're saying, I'm not that light yet. It's okay. Seeker, your light is not, independent yet. So, but the guru has light. If you follow that, the guru will show you the path. Even if you don't have it, that is a guide. So you have to follow that. Yeah, there is no compulsion. You have a free will. You can drop out anytime. It's your choice. But if you choose to follow that, that light will guide you. It will take you to where you need to be. Okay, so that is the basically the short answer to this part. It is simple. Do you have to? No. You have free will. Do Guru will mind? No, Guru will not mind. Because Guru is not gaining or losing anything in this process. Yes, out of compassion, love, like to guide you if you want. No unsolicited advice, no unsolicited guidance or follower development. No. It's only if your life changes, that is the reward for the Guru. If it's more light lit, that is the thing by itself, right? It is not about profit and loss and gaining and losing something. But it will help you. It will change your life. So without stopping our own judgmental mind, if we can follow, Guru will take you there. Ultimately, that is a easier way to walk the path. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay. God bless you. So now the floor is open for any question, answer. Okay, Taposh, I'll come to you. Let me save the attendance first. I'll come to you. Today is the first session in the month of September. No? Yes, Taposh, go ahead with your question.
Yes, actually, as per your guidance, I'm doing the Tratak, and tomorrow is a day which my 21st day is getting over.
Very good.
So continuing with what we discussed, that of the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse of this, the disruptions part of it. So should I continue for another 21 days, or what is the limited period?
Yeah, continue till the Mahalaya.
Okay. Till Mahalaya date.
Yeah, it's a good practice to do this. Offering the lamp and Tratak meditation will be for your own benefit, but you can offer the lamp at the same time. You can do this also for entire Pitru Paksh for another 15 days, starting from tomorrow.
And till Mahalaya day.
Till Mahalaya. Mahalaya it will end. Like Devi Paksh will start from Mahalaya.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Okay. All right. God bless you. Okay. Any other question? No question? Okay. All right. So we'll have our Shanti part. Then we'll conclude our today's session. Before that, I just like to remind you, tomorrow evening, same time, we have a rendezvous. We have our group session to recapitulate our memories of some camp. I think it was Gangasagar camp in 22 July, Guru Purnima camp we had. Plus, anybody of you like to share anything, you are welcome to join tomorrow's program, Sunday. And another thing is, interestingly, immediately after the second, after that program ends, the lunar eclipse will start that time. So maybe what I am just planning, that initial part will have some kind of meditation also when the lunar eclipse start. I think 9 something 40 or 9:45 or this kind of time tomorrow. So I'm just telling, maybe we'll have certain meditation when the eclipse starts. Those who are not in India, they can also join. There is nothing wrong in joining meditation. And of course, you can have first 2 hours, we'll have the rendezvous or sharing of different members. Tomorrow is not the day of my lecture. Okay. So maybe a few comment here and there, but at the end, when the eclipse will start, because the eclipse is very important. And as I mentioned in this today's session also, we'll have certain meditation at the end of rendezvous to cover the initial part of the eclipse tomorrow. So I'm just telling you, there is no compulsion. If you have other program, go ahead. There's no such thing that it will be have to. But if you are available, you are welcome to join tomorrow's rendezvous, followed by a meditation for that eclipse period. Initially, few maybe 15 minutes. We'll have some kind of special meditation tomorrow. All right. So now we'll just chant Shanti Path. Oh. Sarvesham Swastirbhavatu. Sarvesham Shantirbhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Oh, that completes our